Hello there, Hope community and friends. I want to ask a favor of you. If you do like this devotion, I want you to share it with others. I'm going to start with a joke. A priest, a pastor, and a rabbit and a monk walk into a bar, and the rabbit says, "I'm a typo." In Life Group, we just finished the book of Hebrews, and Hebrews 13 really spoke to me. And in the midst of these times, the main point of this devotion is there is certainty in the midst of the uncertainty. And Hebrews 13:8 is a great reminder of the certainty. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. So our God is the same today and yesterday and forever. It's not like he's in a slump. It's not like he's not paying attention. It is that Jesus Christ is firmly planted, sovereign over everything in the universe. And as we go through Hebrews 13, like Hebrews 13:1 and 2, let brotherly love continue. I mean, how do we live in these uncertain times? Is that we could be certain that it's always good and always right to love well. Verse 2, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some entertain angels unawares. When I look at verse 2, I think of Bags of Hope. We have a great story today, kind of with Bags of Hope, but we learned of a woman who just gave birth, and she had COVID-19. And the baby has COVID-19, and so we were able to deliver $200 in gift cards to their house. And someone from church just called out of the blue saying they would like to buy groceries for somebody, and so we bought groceries for them. And now we're looking into possibly having flowers delivered in the hospital, just saying, congratulations, Hope Community is praying for you. And so do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers. Because Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today, is that we could be certain that it is well within his will to love well and to show hospitality to strangers. Verse 4 stood out to me. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous. Is that even in the midst of these times, is we could be certain that to love our spouses well and to focus on having a good relationship in our marriage. Just today I got an email from a friend that used to be on staff here that wrote a great email to their church in Colorado Springs about not making huge decisions, about having fun together, about doing things to relieve the stress together. Verse 5, keep your life free from the love of money and be content with what you have, for he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Is that let's give thanks for what we do have. Let's not focus in on what we don't have. Let's not focus in on the uncertainties. Let's focus in on the certain things that he has blessed us with today. Verse 15, which has been a huge blessing to me. Through him, then let us continually offer up a sacrifice of praise to God, that is the fruit of lips that acknowledge his name. Christian music has blessed me through this time. The song Good Grace has really been speaking to me. The songs that Brandon's been doing online for the church, that worship has been lifting my spirits. When I'm in the car and I listen to Christian music, it's just speaking to me. It's impossible for our hearts to go down when we're lifting God up with our voice. And then the last verse, verse 16. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. And so today, as we film this, is that there is a ton of food laid out on tables down there, and the Bags of Hope crew that come in tomorrow are going to bag up 230 bags. and 200 of them are going to be delivered. Now, just one thing. If you do bring in stuff for Bags of Hope, and if you bring in cans, because we are not just giving it to lower income people, we are giving it to homeless people that are lower income people, but it would be helpful if you have the cans that you just pull off the top, because they might not have a can opener to remove the top, and so that's helpful. The reason why we're delivering 200 bags is you guys have been so generous in bringing food by. And there's such an excitement in this area as the church is quarantined. And so thank you for that. And going back to verse 16 is, thank you for giving to Hope Community in these times. Now, when you give the Hope Community, it might not be as sexy as Bags of Hope, but we need that part to allow other ministries to go forward. And so I would like to say thank you. And then another thing I would like you to think about in giving is think about giving to people in need that you personally know in your life. The church doesn't always have to meet the needs. It doesn't have to be Bags of Hope. Is that you personally can be generous. And when you are generous and please God, it's amazing how you get to experience God's pleasing hands back in your life. And so remember this, is that there is certainty in the midst of our uncertainty. Hope you have a great day.